Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have a question. My father, last year, December 20th, 2013, was going through his carport in his apartment complex, and they had not cleared the ice, and it lightly snowed. And my father slipped on the ice, went back, slammed his head on the ground, had to be rushed to the emergency room. In fact, I got the call from the apartment manager saying that he was just taken to emergency. So he ended up with a brain bleed because he was on Coumadin, and he ended up staying a couple days in the hospital. He's now still suffering from that. My dad used to golf a couple times a week, of course, right through November if he could. But he can't golf. He can barely drive. He has to turn his whole body in order to drive. So I try to, pick him up as often as I can.
So Angela,
I can no longer take Coumadin because yeah. Sir.
I've got some questions. Okay, was it his apartment complex that he fell in?
Yeah.
All right, and was it in the carport or outside the carport?
Outside the carport, crossing in the complex, crossing from his sidewalk onto the street of the car to the carport, but it's all in the same complex.
Okay, so normally when you have an apartment complex and you have a lease with them, they have a duty to maintain the common areas.
They don't. And in fact, this is what brought my attention to call, because my dad keeps asking me, should we do something about this? I'm suffering. Should we do something? So I said, the other day I went over there, and everything was icy, and I nearly fell. And, I'm a lot younger than my dad.
Angela,
and I called the manager, and I said, listen.
Angela.
I said,
Angela, listen.
Okay.
Calm down. Listen.
Okay, I'm so upset.
I'm about to. I can tell, and you have every right to be. I'm about to give you some sage advice. So listen. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't care what the apartment complex manager tells you. I don't believe anything that they say.
Yeah.
How many times have you called them and said, "Hey, come fix my pipe," or this or that, and they say they did, but they didn't?
Yeah.
So don't believe them. You want to go to a lawyer. Yeah. And you know who introduces the show? Mark Dundon. I say he's one of the best research and writing lawyers I've ever met. I'm sorry, but Mark Dundon. Listen, I'm going to get you in touch with him because he does really good work in the slip and fall area. And I can tell you that there are some cases that impact your dad's case that may not allow you to go forward, but let's take a look at it, okay?
Okay.
I'll call you after the show, and then somebody will be in touch with you to make an appointment, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thanks for calling the Lawshow.